Hey, what's going on, guys? TB Cools here, and today we are going to be talking about my favorite build for Cook as one of the family members. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as you can see, I have every single character maxed out as of right now, so that's fun. But we're going to be looking solely at Cook, right? So we have Cook here. What I've done with Cook is I have added the Savagery up just by 4 points to 39. No blood harvesting. He doesn't really need it. He already does 20 blood at a time, so that's good. And then we have the endurance increased from its bare none all the way to 40. Cook is very slow and he runs out of stamina a lot, so it's best to have his endurance up as high as you can. So not only do we have plus 23 skill points put towards Cook's endurance, we also have Unrelenting, which gives us another 7. So that's why we have 40. Now what we also have is this is my build for Cook. I feel like this is the best path that you can take for a skill tree depending on what you personally want. The reason why I say this is, to me, Cook is more of an observational kind of person, so it helps to support your teammates. So that is why we have the all family see noise. So when he uses his ability, you are going to see all of those victims that he has highlighted. Every family member will see that. And that's one of the most important things to have, right? We also have level 1 is our reduce ability drain. Level 2 is our increased detection range. And then finally, as I said before, all family see noise. Now, we also have exterior alarms. Like I said, Cook, in my opinion, is more of a support. So he doesn't really need that much damage per se, but he does need a lot of endurance. Exterior alarms, when active, all critical doors and gates are highlighted for 5 seconds if opened. So, if a victim goes out of a door, it is going to highlight yellow and you will physically see that door open or that gate open. And that's a very good Granpda ability to have, because especially if you're spread out thin or you're not playing with another family member, it's just you solo queuing, they're going to be able to see that once Grandpa's leveled up enough, and that is going to put you at a very big advantage. Even if that door has been previously unlocked, it will still show you that it is opened, like someone is opening it. So that's a very good Grandpa ability to have. Now, security pins, you don't necessarily need this. You can also switch this out for a couple other perks, which I will talk about in a second. But I like to use security pins. What it does maxed out is it adds 50% harder to unlock for the victim, so it's going to take a little bit longer. However, if there is a Connie on their team, I feel like this is kind of useless because Connie can just use her ability to just go straight through the lock, so it's not going to matter. So what you could also switch out security pins for is tracker tagged, which hitting a victim highlights them for all family members. Maxed out, it will do it for 5 seconds. So that's also a very good one to have. Like I said, if you don't like security pins or there's a Connie, you're probably better off switching to tracker tagged. Now, we also have Scout. Scout can be, I think Scout's a really good perk. I think they should rework it just a tad bit. But Scout, what it does at max level, so level 3, is your movement speed is increased by 15%, but your melee damage is reduced by 10%. Which isn't that much, honestly. 10%, it's about 10% of 40, so you're losing about 4 damage. In that sense, about 3.5-ish. So that's not a lot of damage that you're losing. And that drastically improves your movement speed. 15% may not seem like a lot, but in some instances, in some chases, you are going to be able to keep up with that victim. And that's one of the most important things when using Cook. So, that is the build here. That's all it is. So, without further ado, we are going to play a match or two with that and show you how it works. So let's queue up. So comment down below what your favorite family member is, or if you prefer victim. Me personally, I prefer family. I think Cook's great. I think Sissy's great. I think Hitchhiker's great. I personally will use any family member. I think they're all great in their own sense, especially because they all have their own abilities, which is awesome. Alright, so for instance, we see we have a Connie here. So we might as well keep tracker tagged on rather than having the lock pins on to make it take a little bit longer. However, since it is family house, I am going to change. This is the only time that you want to change back to security pins is on family house. And the reason why you want to do that is because family house is such a small area, and it's so easy to be able to control that area inside the family house as long as you have those security pins, because obviously it's just Connie that can speed through it. The other 3 victims have to wait. They're going to have to take that time to go through. And since we have that ability, it's going to be very, very overpowered, and it would be amazing if someone out of these victims escape. Alright guys, let's see what we can do here. Obviously we have Cook, me, we have Nancy, as you saw earlier, and we are going to see what we can do against these guys on Family House, which, like I said, should be the easiest map. Everyone should be able to handle this, no problem. Do you want me to play the entire game and show the entire clip, or do you want me to shorten it and only get to the gist of what we're doing with Cook? This one, I'm going to shorten it, so you're not sitting here for another 14 minutes or so. Alright, so what we're going to do is Cook. Well, before we should check to see if there's blood here, which there's not. No blood, okay. We see Fuse is over there, which is not good. Fuse is in a bad spot. But what we're going to do is we're going to collect as much blood as possible right now, whilst also putting down our trap, or locks. So, we are going to go over here. Right here, we're going to set the padlock here. Padlock is perfect on back porch. Sorry, sissy. We're also going to lock down the 2 front doors. The 2 front doors are honestly really important, as is the back door. I feel like this is the only type of lock setup you should have for Cook on Family House. Alright, once we get that, like I said, just go around collecting as much blood as possible. Alright, so me personally, awesome, Leland's already gone. So me personally, what I like to do for back porch, besides just locking that, is to latch this door. Not only does that make it to where they can only come from this door here, or through one of the crawl spaces here, because we don't have a Leatherface, we cannot break through these barricades. If we had Leatherface, it'd be better, but it is what it is. What are you doing? So now they can all see that he was clearly upstairs. And he, of course, he latched this door. He's probably over by Fuse would be my guess, so let's find out. Slam. Open. Alright. Nope, he has not used it yet. Here. We have to keep an extra eye on Danny since his tampering is very, very annoying. And it's very overpowered because that allows him to actually escape through the Fuse exit without Danny trying to solo run over to the Fuse exit is pretty difficult. It's almost impossible. I'd say about 80% of the time. See where Valve is. It might be out here. It is. Valve has not been touched. We don't want to run through Nancy's trap right there. So that's the... Oh, Fuse is open. Fuse is open. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. Get out of here. Yeah, get out of here. See? Now, I feel like without Scout, we probably would have hit him once. That is 4-0. We got them all. Now, me personally, I don't think you should worry about who kills who. As long as you kill all 4 victims, that's a massive W. A lot of people get frustrated or upset with who kills who. But like I said, with Cook is more of a support. So it's not necessary for Cook to kill anyone. It's just important for him to use his abilities and his locks. So, as I said before, we'll show it again. We'll show his build. So we have Cook here. Like I said, you can switch security pins for tracker tag depending on the map, and depending on if they have Connie or not. Also, like I said, exterior alarms is the best. Now for the final thing, we're going to go through the skill tree that I went through, so we can see exactly where to go and what to do. So, let's go into the skill tree. So as you can see, we went through the top first. Some of these are in fact random, so you might have to do this path multiple times. Just keep respecting it and going back and forth, because some of those randomized ones aren't going to give you what you want. There are some other good perks that you can get randomly that might top what I have, but me personally, I feel like this is one of the best perk setups for the skill trees. So the reason why you want to go top here is for the exterior alarms and unrelenting. Once you go top, you're going to go right. Once you go right, this is where you're going to get scout. Now, I don't remember if scout is randomized right here. It may be. Then you're going to want to go to the left, and going to the left is going to give you security pins. After you go left, that is it. That's all you have to worry about. Like I said, there's a couple random perks in here. I'm not sure if scout is one, but if it is, just keep resetting and respecing your skill tree until you get it. But as you can see, skill points spent are 52 out of 52, and our loadout is 39, 25, 40, with, again, Seek being at level 1 ability drain, level 2 duration range, detection range, and level 3 the all family see noise. We have security pins, unrelenting, and scout. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite character is, and if you like this build. Like I said, me personally, I love this build. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.